Grant Tilley. Dude, Grant, when are you coming around again, man?
Probably alumni.
Like, yeah, probably alumni. You gonna be here? Like, dude, we lived in the team room together for 5 days, and then I feel like I haven't seen you since.
Yeah, get it, dude.
Well, no, I definitely have seen you since,
Look,
but
I'll
I
jump
mean,
on until you're ready. When you're ready,
all right,
you will tag out that way.
all right. We got a tag team event going on tonight.
Tag
guys.
team.
Coming up.
Oh shit, we can't see ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
I'm working on that.
Hey, guys, give us a thumbs down for Shelton.
No,
Thumbs
don't.
down in the chat.
Yeah, okay, in the chat. That's all right.
I mean, or yeah,
I'm
whatever.
editing this stream. Y'all are all gonna have droopy faces.
If you haven't liked this live stream yet, go ahead dislike it.
Grant's not making it to alumni this
no,
year.
Grant.
Boo.
What do you got going on? He's probably racing some kind of golf cart or something. He does like golf cart races where they take him off jumps and stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Like what the like badass golf carts? What do they call them? It's not Razor Scooter. Razor? Is
No. Polaris?
something like that. It's some kind of. It's like the gas engine golf cart with 4 doors,
Yep.
and he like jumps them really high.
Alligators.
Alligator? No, gator. That's a John Deere. That's like so that you can like fix.
I don't
up
know,
a
man.
field somewhere.
I'm reaching deep into my automobile knowledge right now.
Are they considered automobiles?
Yeah.
It's the thing that like people drive down to Beaver Dam.
Yeah.
What are those? What is it
Polaris.
called?
Polaris.
Hilarious.
Uh oh.
Hey, all right.
Shelton is so messing with us, guys.
He's
we
fucked
just
up.
moved the studio.
I
stuff
want
around. There's
us
screens all
on the
over
top
place.
screen.
You want to see yourselves on the top screen.
I mean
and
that.
then have a blockade of
Well-
stuff you're trying to read on the bottoms.
Well, Shelton, let's think about this. The camera is near the bottom screen, so if I can look there where the comments are, then it doesn't look like I'm doing this for all these guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Bear with us here.
He races
He's called it
UTVs.
urinal track aerial something.
All right, that's
Oh,
close
shit.
enough.
You don't get it.
Oh no!
Shit, Heather's like side by side. She's watching. We better.
Oh, where's?
act
Oh,
right. Never mind.
Never mind. Sorry. Everything's okay, Heather.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry. Four doors, more shores. Yes.
Damn, I'm behind on these things. What's the topic? No topic. Apparently, right now.
Something tells me we're gonna get into some type of food debate.
No.
So at Way of Rifle class today,
Yeah.
we did a brief touch on ramen,
Yeah.
sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Yeah.
and the whole pancake versus waffle thing.
I've never put my opinion out there, but here's my
On those.
opinion,
Okay.
real quick. Ramen is prepared as instructed. Follow the directions.
Wait.
No. Let me get through it.
Okay.
All right. Ramen is prepared as instructed, so you follow the directions on the package. I'm a fan of that. Right. What was it? Sandwiches. A sandwich is anything where it's 2 things over toppings or something in the middle. So like the double decker from KFC.
Wrong. So wrong.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
dude, that's a sandwich.
It is not.
Yeah. And then waffles are better than pancakes. There you go. I just got it out there.
Do you guys see what I have to work with? Do you guys see this? Do you see the work environment I have to come to every day?
Yeah.
Like, that was 0 for 3.
No.
So, first of all, as instructed on
Yes.
the ramen noodles
Yeah.
is in itself incorrect.
No.
Because I've had someone tell me that
Mhm.
they were following the instructions,
Uh-huh.
and in no means
Mhm.
were they following the instructions.
That's because they can't
added-
read.
No. Oh, he was a very capable reader. He inserted his own
Yeah.
instructions somewhere before instruction 1,
Okay.
in between instruction 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Right? So, but yet told me all along that he was following the instructions. So
Heather's in here. She can tell you, Heather, if you're still watching, after dealing with these 3 minutes of
Listen,
anarchy.
this is
Do I follow instructions when it comes to cooking? So she can tell you.
like word for word.
Yes.
Literal.
Yes.
Okay.
So when it comes to the ramen package, when it's like boil 12 fluid ounces of water, I measure 12 fluid ounces of water
Right.
and boil it and and it says I can boil the noodles
But-
for X
yeah,
amount of minutes.
And that's all wrong.
No.
Yeah. They lost in translation from Chinese
Nah,
to English.
Japanese. Don't
Listen.
be culturally insensitive.
Whatever. Wait, are we missing we're
Important
missing
stuff?
Something real.
Someone did say Scott says that's some garbage ramen. No,
No.
that's how it's supposed to be prepared. If you prepare it outside of that scope, unless you're adding toppings afterwards.
No. Even if you're not.
Mm.
Like, guys, go check out the ramen podcast.
Mm.
Shelton, can you link that in here? Is that something that they could link to? So, Joey, you
Yes.
have a dried noodle,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
It is going to absorb something
Mm-hmm.
as soon as it's put in a liquid.
Yeah.
Why would you not want the flavor in there before it starts absorbing?
Mm.
Right.
I do see what you're saying,
So-
but I feel like they accounted for that.
No.
That's
no.
my opinion.
I don't think the translation
Mm.
is not correct. It's we number one parts sell, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a little out of order when you put it into English. We number one parts sell,
Yeah, I get it.
right?
Yeah, I see
So-
what you're saying.
So when we get to the ramen
Uh-huh.
instructions, we're dealing with the same thing. We have to do our
Mm.
own translation,
Okay.
okay,
All
to
right.
make it make sense.
So you put the seasoning packet in first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, without a doubt. For sure.
I mean, I'm not going
That's
to
the
judge
magic.
you for it,
The
but you're
magic-
wrong.
The magic comes in a little foiled package. Tim throws that out first. That's step one. That's psychotic. That's crazy. I'm sorry. This is gonna end up turning back into the whole ramen podcast.
Yeah, I
we may
know.
need a part 2.
We may need a part
Like,
2.
Uncle Barry was in here. I was agreeing with Uncle Barry. Like, I don't know how to say this without the internet thinking I'm talking shit, but like, I would probably take your mom's advice on the ramens way stronger than yours. Just saying, her and I seem.
Uh-huh.
I've heard.
Oh, yeah?
Heather told me a story that she prepared some ramen for
Yeah.
you guys,
Yes.
and it sounds like she knows what she's doing.
She does know a lot of things, but I feel very confident in my ramen.
I'm saying.
But that's only because I trust the packaging.
I'm saying Joey's mom's is better.
So someone asked about caffeine pouches. I've only had, so they asked where I got them. Most gas stations sell them. So the last bit I got was from Buc-ee's, but they have them at the Casey's here down the road. Mocha and caramel are the two that I've tried. Caramel was the better choice, in my opinion. So there you go.
Yeah. Or, I mean, you could always just.
Yeah, double dip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nate actually turned me onto those during the motorcycle ride.
Okay.
So I don't know if I said that on the whatever live stream I was using them, but yeah. So they're great for whenever you're riding a motorcycle. That's for sure, and you need some caffeine. Lester says. So first off, his other comment is gone. He said, "Hell yeah, Joey." So Lester's agreeing with me. But he said a ramen podcast.
It's such a cop out. I follow the instructions. I follow the instructions too.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Not if you put the seasoning in before. Oh, look at that.
Oh, no, don't touch it.
Oh, God.
Now we can't touch it. Hopefully, wait, we didn't even get to talk about it. Can we get a pause? All right, I'm going to stand in front of the camera. You
No,
start it back up.
no, don't. No, it's fine. It's fine how it is. People saw it beforehand. You're gonna
What's up, guys?
stand up.
Hey. Do it, Joey. Do it now.
I'm trying to
No,
fix
we're
it.
Good, we're good.
Nope, it's not working.
Figure it out, Joey.
Dude, how did you have the... Maybe I should...
You don't need to have me in focus like that.
You're so focused right now.
There.
I
That's
wasn't
close
very
enough.
close up. All right,
Close enough.
boom.
All right.
Good job, Joey.
Dude, don't
Look
even
at that magic.
come at me like that, man.
That was close, guys. Seriously.
All right, so Dylan is wrong. Dylan is wrong.
Yeah, clearly.
He said-
yeah, he's on the Shelton train.
Yeah.
Guys, listen to the podcast. Shelton pinned it
No.
up there.
There are directions
Yeah,
on
there-
how to do it.
There are directions, and there are, like, reading between the lines of the
Mm.
Dude is
directions.
correct.
And
No, he's not.
He's like, follow the instructions.
No, that's not what the instructions say. You boil it for like 4 minutes, then you
Alright.
add the seasoning packet for 2 minutes,
wait, hold on.
and then you're done.
So-
and then you pour it all into a bowl.
Is
No, you
Dylan,
drain
are
the
you a
water.
Patreon
You don't drain
member?
the water.
Yeah, you do.
Nobody drains the water. You're
No.
a psychopath.
You're
Okay.
wrong.
All right, guys. We're
Sorry.
we
yeah.
got to draw a hard line on the ramen debate.
Yeah.
All right. Patreon live stream. Like,
Yeah,
if
maybe.
If you
YouTube
guys
members.
desire more ramen, like comment under here. If you desire more ramen debate, we can do that.
All right. Let's
Um,
get to let's get serious about this. You wanted to talk about a thing
I-
that's in front of us.
Well, we have here the James Yeager edition Gen 3 Glock
Mhm.
19, which was made by the NRA. right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, the NRA made this thing. I would love to touch and show you the other side of, guys. But YouTube being what it is, we cannot do that. It is beautiful. Like, I'm not even a Glock guy, but the laser engraving came out fantastic. On the other side of the slide, it has James's signature
mm-hmm.
laser engraved on it.
Yep.
It has a set of James's XS big dots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like taken off
Of one of his guns.
off of one of his guns.
I did a video about this earlier.
Okay, did
yeah,
you?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
No, you keep going though.
So taken off of one of his guns and put on this gun. So we've got like a Gen 3 Glock 19. The NRA said it was hard to track down a Gen 3.
Yep.
You know, but they were able to do it. So just the sights changed as he would run it. And
Mhm.
it's got the tactical response logo on one side. And again, on the other side, it says in honor of, and then has James's signature.
Yep.
Dude, this thing is awesome. There are contest tickets.
I don't know how to describe it other than you can buy a ticket.
You can buy a ticket to be entered in a contest.
Be careful how you describe it.
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. Well, let
Can
me
we
put it
ca-
this way.
Can we describe it as totally
No.
not something?
Yeah. No.
I
No.
don't know.
Call the work number, the shop's phone number,
Mhm.
and you will get more information
Mm.
on how to figure out how you can get your
Yeah.
hands on this Glock.
Yeah. There's 500, say,
Chances.
chances available.
The more details you give, the worse this gets.
Yep. The more chance, the more.
Call the shop.
Yeah. Let's just do that.
Yeah. Call the
Heather's gonna
shop.
Yell at us pretty
Yeah.
quickly here.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I already have a text message from her.
So, but you could own this. Is win a word? Can we say win?
I don't know, man.
You could own that and 1,000 rounds of ammo.
Yeah, you can own this plus more.
By calling the shop and figuring out how.
Yeah,
Yeah. To enter, call the shops. Thad gets it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Easy peasy. I wish I had the easy button in here.
Sweet. Yes. Oh, dude. Well, it'd be so sweet if we had a soundboard.
Oh, yeah.
Because then we could add like an easy button
They make those?
on the soundboard, right?
I can
Yeah.
Look into that.
Hey, anybody else? If you think we should have a soundboard, throw a thumbs up in the comments.
That's not fair. Grant Tilley threw that thumbs up first before you said that.
Scott Wexler, you're a psychopath.
Yeah. Wrong.
I still love you, but if you throw out that flavor packet, I ought to punch you right in the nuts. There are starving children somewhere that would fist fight to the death for that seasoning packet. I would just like all the extra ones. Damn, it's going. I thought
Oh,
we-
look,
I
there
thought-
it is. Heather's like, the tickets to buy have very specific wording and instructions on them. Maybe we could have read them.
Damn.
That would have
That's
been.
some passive aggressive
Yeah.
shit right
yeah,
there.
all those emojis.
Maybe we could have read them.
Yeah, so that would have been easy,
Yeah.
simple, and efficient.
Totally.
And that's just not how we do things around here, Heather. You know that.
Yeah, come on. You know better.
Shelton threw a thumbs up in there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
I thought we discussed putting the comments on the bottom.
We did, but it's too late.
Damn.
It's
Do you guys really want the comments?
yeah. So we're not looking up like this the whole time.
Yeah.
All right.
But now it's gonna be a whole thing.
Well, I mean, like,
Well, you know what? While he's moving this,
Oh.
you vamp, and I'm gonna go get the other thing that we need to talk about.
Okay.
Before we bring on our guest.
the other thing.
Yeah. Right. You didn't grab it, right?
Or should I wait until you got it back? I thought that was going to be a drum roll. It was more orchestral than that.
Orchestral.
Oh, now I'm getting critiqued on my pronunciation. From Ross over there. Pivot. Pivot. Now I can't see any comments.
Is that everything you wanted? How you
Yes,
see
this
the
is
comments now?
this is so beautiful. Yes, this
Yeah.
is the way it should be.
We read them at the top anyway.
Like-
we always get behind.
Hey Shelton, don't sign us off, but this is the way.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, Sheldon's clicking the buttons. Oh no.
Yes, Fat Nuts has it right. He was like, men reading directions? What? Yeah, like if the woman's not around, you know we're not reading
Mm-mm.
the directions.
No. We're just gonna wang it.
We might even, it's in the small print. We're going to fuck it up worse if we try and read it. I guarantee it.
Yes. Yeah. Purchaser. Never mind. I'm not even gonna read it on the thing because then
Look.
it's things.
Can't read.
Because things are gonna thing and
Here is what some would call a piece of paper.
yes,
It has perforations. Some would call it some, like,
other thing.
yeah, some other thing that starts with T, rhymes with lick it. And so you can buy these,
mm-hmm.
something that rhymes with lick it,
Mm-hmm.
right? For $20 a piece, or
Is it on there?
3 for $50, or 7 for $100.
Boom.
I really hope I win. I bought the first one that I saw. I was like, boom! Like as soon as I saw that,
Yep.
or I saw a picture of that,
Yeah, because we didn't have that yet.
and I was like, I, for some reason, need a Glock in my life. This is gonna be beautiful.
Well, it is really cool because he asked us about this. So Mike Webb, very good guy, friends of James, and he asked us like, what can we do for that? And so we told him Gen 3 Glock 19. Can you get one? And he said yes. Right. And then we were like, it's going to have excess big dots on it, preferably white ones. And
and he was like,
yeah. So the big dots, white big dots aren't made anymore. But like we just talked about it, we took a pair of white big dots, and I talk about this in the video whenever that comes out, whenever Shelton actually gets to work. And anyway, so
God damn it!
so
Shelton.
we
We
took
filmed that like 5 minutes ago.
we took some white big dots off of one of James's guns and slapped them on there. So that's where we're at. But hey, this is the next thing we're supposed to talk about.
Oh yeah, these are sweet.
These are sweet.
Shelton, you got a graphic set up
Yeah.
for this?
You're ready?
Sick.
Yeah.
So
You ready?
Boom, flash it, and then Shelton will cut to the graphic. Like,
Oh,
we
look at
almost
that.
know it. Oh, it was so easy. Look at this.
It's so easy.
Oh my goodness.
So what are these? These are, so we, not a long time ago, but our deal used to be when you role played for the fight, you would get, every day of role playing would give you a day of class. And then the situation that we ran into was we'd have 4 students in the fight and 8 role players. So from a business perspective, 4 students, and then we're giving away 8 classes, right? Like it just wasn't working out for us. So what we have decided is we have these, throw that graphic back up there real quick, Shelton. Sorry, man. What we have is it's got 8 things on it with where you can get a stamp. every day you role play, you get a stamp, and after 4 stamps, you get a whole class, 2-day class, a 2-day class.
Okay.
But if you decide that you want to role play for just the fight, and you've only got 2 stamps, right? Because that's 2 days of role playing, then you can use that as a $300 credit. So 2 stamps, 300, half off of a class of a 2-day class, pretty much. 4 stamps gives you that whole 2-day class, so on and so forth. You guys get it, right? So this is our way of obviously the not giving any credits, like, because we have a, but behind the curtains, we have had a role player shortage lately.
Right.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So to try to kind of balance it out, we want to give you guys something for taking the time out to role play
Yep.
for these classes.
And it's important to mention, like, you have to have taken the fight
Yes.
before you can
Yeah.
role play the fight, right? And that take credits away. Like, hell, we should charge people
Right.
as a separate class to role play
Mm-hmm.
because the experience that you gain is super valuable.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you haven't role played before, if you've taken the fight, like, think about it.
Yeah.
Because so I role played last week,
Mm-hmm.
right? And like for me, cool. I've role played a bunch of times, but I was able to get in. How many students we had times scenarios? Like 80 two-way
Yeah.
gunfights.
Right.
Right? So that's 80 repetitions of needing to acquire my sights under some stress with, repercussions.
Yeah.
If I'm not moving fast enough, right? There's a little bit where you're the role player, like, don't be, like, certain...
Garrett.
Yeah.
Not Garrett.
Yeah. Don't
Carter. Carter's the one I'm thinking
yeah,
of.
Carter was like, I'm gonna be the super villain, like I'm just gonna out tactic, everything them. Like there's certain things like stick within the script,
Mhm.
right? But having that experience of under stress,
Yeah.
even getting a double feed, a stovepipe,
Mhm.
and clearing it under the stress of like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be teaching a lesson right now. And my gun's not working. I need to get it working so I can make sure I teach that lesson correctly. It's super valuable role playing. Plus, you get it from your side. You also get like X number of students times Y number of scenarios. You get to
Mhm.
see how people react, things that they do that you're like, I would have never thought of that, and that worked out brilliantly, right?
Mhm.
So there's a lot of value you can get by role playing in
Yeah.
addition to what we now have, which is like an actual like monetary value,
Yeah.
right?
No, I really do hope that this is a good middle ground for everybody. Yeah, role playing is absolutely a benefit to anybody who comes to do it, right? But
Like,
but this is
certain-
just us throwing a little bit
certain
more
people
in
who
there.
role play all the time
Yeah.
because they see the benefit in it and they're like, more please, more. Like, when's the next fight on the schedule? Like,
Right.
Yes, I'll be there, right?
Mhm.
So like they're here all the time.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of people who have taken the fight who haven't role played. Like, if you can schedule to come down here, like, role play those 2 days
Mm-hmm.
and get basically half off.
Half off of a class for role playing.
Dude,
For just one class. So you get half off of whatever 2-day class you want to take, just for coming down to role play. And if you role play multiple times, then that's a whole 2 days free of training that you get right there. So Thad gets it. It's like buying 4 sandwiches to get a free sandwich.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who doesn't like free sandwiches?
dude, it's like my favorite thing.
Who doesn't like 4 sandwiches?
Dude, I'm a sucker for
so
free
good.
stuff
Yeah.
and sandwiches.
Yeah. Like, shit, guess gotta buy 8.
Garrett says, I try to be nice to everyone, but I bring a good McCracken. That's for you, the fight alumni
Dude,
hanging out in here.
I think possibly the top McCracken. If I had to give it out, dude, Garrett, you are correct. You
Oh, yeah?
You do bring a really good, because, I mean, he's Garrett.
Yeah. No, it is such a switch, huh? We can't talk about it anymore.
I mean, he's
We'll
Garrett.
talk about this in private.
He's Garrett until he's...
Oh yeah, we're giving too much away.
Jordan Winkler's better.
Oh, no, who said that?
That's what Shelton's saying, because that's when Shelton
said,
took
I have not
took the
seen
fight.
Jordan Winkler do it.
Oh, it's so scary.
I could see him being, but I mean, dude, Garrett's McCracken is pretty
Yeah,
fucking sad.
yeah.
Like,
Damn.
as far as the ones I've seen, if we had to video one to show like other, lull 'em in,
Lull 'em in.
in.
And Evil Tribble says it's more like making 4 sandwiches to get a free sandwich.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even better, you're not even paying for those first 4 sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, other than the effort put in, aka driving and stuff like that. But all right.
I think should we invite on our
Yeah.
our
I was
special
gonna.
guest?
I'm gonna bounce out of here until he's ready to tag out. Right.
All right. Is he? It looks like he's ready to come
It
on.
looks like he's ready to go.
All right.
All right. Here we
He's
go.
on. All right, we have a special guest for you guys. He's been taking Way of the Rifle this week. So yep, come on down. He had Tim and Brian in Fighting Rifle, and then I took over for Advanced and the Way of stuff. Am I allowed to say your name or just call you Mr. S or?
You know
is
what?
that
Just
cool?
for fun, why don't you call me Tim?
I'll call.
I think that'd be hilarious.
Call you Tim. All right. So Tim
The real Tim.
was taking Way of the Rifle this week. Do you want to tell everybody what you thought of that class?
Excellent class. Definitely the best, probably the best rifle class that you can get. Anyone, almost any skill level, basic familiarity with a firearm, you will be able to take the class. And Way of the Rifle takes you from the beginner and the basics all the way through to some pretty advanced stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, some
Right?
pretty seriously advanced stuff. Massive confidence builder. Definitely prior to this, I wasn't sure how I felt in certain situations with a rifle, which I'm not going to get into the specifics because I think some of the drills in the class, I think you know which one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I mean
don't.
we can allude to some stuff. So right,
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Sure.
It's more that, like if you don't want to give away prior experience, but like there are certain drills in that class that I think, right. I've not been involved in law enforcement or military, but I'm pretty sure you would not experience in any kind of training outside of here, at least until you're at pretty extreme levels.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're able to do it and give that to people.
Yes, absolutely. The drills that you'll do here are not similar to probably what you've done anywhere else. I'm not aware of any other instructor that I've seen or whose curriculum that I've seen who does the drills that you guys do here.
Mm-hmm. And there's,
Absolutely.
And there's value to them, right? It's not just us doing something to be outrageous.
Yeah.
Like I think every person we had a wide range of skill levels and abilities in the class, and each person gets stuff out of it. I think you spoke to building the confidence, and I've probably said that on live streams before. I think our like fighting pistol, fighting rifle classes are like, this is what you need to know in order to survive a gunfight. And then the advanced classes are like, oh, I can apply these things.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Application of the fundamentals, right? And I mean, you know, for those of us who intend on being prepared for whatever situation life might throw at us, whether it's related to a home invasion, some type of public situation, you know, mass shooting, whatever it may be, whether it's related to work, policing, you know, military, those of us who intend to prepare for that and prepare for that not just once or twice, but continuously, the way of the rifle will give you the skills that you need in order to not just be ready in a general sense of, well, I can shoot, I can apply a
A lot
tourniquet.
of people have been shooting
Yeah,
like their whole lives,
yeah,
right? I've been shooting since I'm 4,
yeah,
right? Like they can hit the Coke can that grandpa hung on a tree.
yeah,
And like they think that equals applicable to a real world situation.
right.
I think we push a little past there and at least start to open the eyes
Yes.
of what you may be exposed to out there in the world when it's you and your family at a gas station or at name your big box store, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The mindset, right? I mean, we talk about the mindset, and we talked about this in class pretty extensively. Not creating imaginary rules for yourself of what you can and can't do.
Right.
This class helps you break out of the mindset, the limitations of the flat range or the 180 degree range. The limitations of
Yes, it definitely does.
I mean, people create I have to reload this way or I have to do this thing, and it's like, hey, if your gun's down and you're in a fight and someone's shooting at you, you better get it up.
Right.
So
a lot of these guys may have taken our advanced class.
Yeah.
Right. So gotten through all of that stuff. They understand exactly what you're talking about on that.
Yeah.
But maybe not have had the way of. Right. And I think some of that, like, do whatever it takes, kind of clicked today for some people in the way of when we were doing one-handed rifles.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
And if you want to talk on basically the what did you take away, or what could one take away from class from the end of advanced, right? So that last drill we did on advanced, like, awesome, my favorite drill out there.
yeah.
But after that, what does the way of get you that if you've only had fighting rifle in advanced, you may be missing out on?
It's kind of putting it all together, putting it all together in a more, somewhat realistic scenario, and being able to adjust to whatever situation might come around. I mean, advanced helps. It really does. It's a fantastic class, but with the way of, when you're doing it all in a row, starting with the fighting rifle, moving to the advanced, and then to the rest of the stuff that we did today in the way of,
the night shoot.
That's right, the night shoot. Did it?
That's not in advanced.
That's not in. It's
that's the part of the way of.
And the medical stuff.
That quick intro on medical
Yeah.
is advanced.
And then the drills afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But the night shoot and the one-handed stuff,
Yeah.
and the long range or the longer range that we
intermediate.
did today. Yep.
Intermediate range. Yeah, I mean, but like right now, there's a bunch of drills that hypothetically, we would start combining these drills, right? Do some of the stuff from advanced at an intermediate range.
That's what you were kind of you were kind of throwing some ideas like that at me today,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, hey. Like,
That's outside
that's,
scope.
that's where our contractor class comes in really awesomely.
Yeah,
But,
is
that's experience level, and like, hey,
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, and we could maybe even add this in. It's like, we got that.
Yeah.
It's just we can't fit it all in
Yeah.
X days.
Yeah,
you know?
for those who are more advanced, more familiarity with the rifle, pistol, tactics, then contractor class might be the way to go as well. But I would, if it wasn't for, I know there's another way of coming up at the end of July. If it wasn't for my schedule, I'd take it again. I mean, no doubt, no doubt. That was some excellent instruction, and we got lucky with this class. Actually, it was a smaller group, so we got a lot of direct supervision, and a lot of good tips. Things where if you think you're experienced, number one, you're wrong. You're right, eternal white belt.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
but yeah.
That's mindset right there. Yep.
Who is the dude hiding in his mom's curtain? I am
That's-
Tim.
We're calling him Tim for tonight. Yeah,
I
that's
like how
it.
you put the quotations around him.
Tim.
We're calling him Tim.
Well, yeah, it's 2023. Somebody
I
said
identify as Tim.
he's identifying as Tim. Perfect. Once you've taken the fight, let it digest for a few months. Everyone should come role play. Adam, you are so correct, man. Dude, I think it may have been you who did the thing as a student that is like my most favorite thing that I'm mad I didn't think of. And I may be mixing stories up. We'll talk at alumni. Let's see. Hear Me Out, a class called Way of the Gun with pistol, rifle, and shotgun. Dylan, I'm pretty sure Way of the Gun is trademarked by like a big movie company. We probably couldn't get away with calling it that, but I like where your head's at. 15-day class. That would kind of suck to teach. I'm not gonna lie, man.
That would be a lift.
It's mentally draining. Like 5 days straight teaching, like teaching
Yeah.
a contractor class or teaching a way of
Mhm.
is mentally draining, guys. Like, I mean, I guess we could tap out and.
And it'd be draining on you. I don't know if you'd be able
dude.
to.
Oh yeah.
I don't-
Yeah. I didn't even run this week.
You
Or I
wouldn't.
didn't do anything.
You wouldn't be able to. So I'm physically fit, right? And I mean, Way of the
Says
Rifle
you.
says I am. I'm pretty sure we worked out in the morning, and I'm pretty sure I got after it. But I don't know.
Yep.
Can't speak for everyone in the room, but that's okay.
Damn.
But
Shelton, he's
you know.
calling you a bitch.
I woke up and I went and took a shit in the morning.
That is a form of exercise.
A lot of people die doing that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys may not be able to hear that. Shelton's comparing his bowel movement schedule to our workout schedules.
Well, okay, but this is like our conversation earlier about what is a sandwich or what is a reload. Like, what is exercise? His bowel movement involves muscles, right? Clench. He had to squat down to get up.
Cardio, cardiovascular output.
That's right.
He's got heart rate at 273.
Well,
I mean,
does he?
that's-
Do you have your phone with you when you're doing that?
God, yeah, I'm watching motivational Andrew Tate videos while I'm
Damn,
He-
getting
he's
fired
got.
up.
Did you say Andrew Tate?
Yeah,
Okay.
damn. All right, hold on. Let's get out of the bathroom on this. comment
Okay.
right
Let's
here.
let's get through these comments. I feel like we're
Looks like
ignoring
I need
people.
To get this on my schedule. Should make a good review for my YouTube channel. Looks like you need to get what? Way of? Tom? SFC Pathfinder?
Specialist First Class Pathfinder.
Yeah. So that's one of our buddies. He actually role plays a lot.
Oh, good.
And he just started up his YouTube channel to do reviews of training schools.
Oh.
So he's going to go to a school, take the training, like pre, during, and post, and then hit you up front with, would I return to this school?
Mm.
Yes or no? And then give reasoning why and experience and that kind of stuff to kind of help people in their training journey.
Mm.
I think it's a pretty cool concept.
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot, especially for people who haven't trained much,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to see if someone's good in their area,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're not as familiar with who they should go to.
Yeah, no, I mean there's definitely, like, when I was looking for places to train, like something like that would have been beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
Like, luckily I found the right place, but I think something like that would definitely help.
Oh, there's Brett. Good class, y'all. Looking forward to coming back
Cool, Brett. It was very nice to meet you this week, man.
with a muscle flex. It was nice to meet him. Thank you for choking me out. I appreciate that.
Or attempting to.
Attempting to.
Yeah.
I mean, he got the what's it called?
He got air on
He
you.
got air on me. He just
Yeah.
didn't get the blood choke.
Well, good thing he didn't go too much air. That ends up in the news.
yeah, that's true.
Especially, I mean, you're a couple shades
That would, yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
weird, right?
It'd be not
It'd be
great.
a thing.
It'd be a whole thing.
It'd be a thing. Can't have it. Specialist first class, awesome. LOL. Something like that.
And Adam,
Sergeant first class, I'm sure. Yeah.
Adam is curious about the thing he may or may not have done. I can't. There'd be spoiler alerts. It involved the McCracken type situation, but I don't want to give any more detail. It may ruin scenario for people or get copycats out there. I mean, I totally would have copycatted if it's what I'm thinking. But we can talk outside of here on that. But I want to say it was. I think Jay said it was either you or your brother. But thought outside the box for sure. Who's done 7 straight? What's 8 more? Not sure what that's on, Dylan. Sorry, I missed the original.
I think we're talking about classes.
Okay. Truth. I found more than a few dead bodies next to the toilet. All right, John Krantz. We're going to go ahead and assume that's work related. I'm like,
I hope so.
I'm like 95% sure it is.
Yeah, well, not at his house.
Yeah. Most likely not at your house.
Well, that's a
right?
different kind of job. If you,
Yeah.
if there are dead bodies next to your toilet, multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's 1099 right there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, you got a 1099 that.
That's all right.
Let's see. A 15-day class is like a road trip out west with James. Drive all day to a 5-day class. Drive 2 days. Teach 4 days. Drive 7 class, etc. Yeah. No. A 2-week road trip with James was also mentally fatiguing. I mean, hell, fucking trying to keep up with him on those road trips, just in itself, like, to try and, like, output the effort that you saw him outputting into things, just in general, in life. Like, he'd make that phone, like, dead tired, like, my head's about to hit the pillow, and he'd make that phone call to someone to check in on them, or to talk to them, and it's like, damn, there's a list of buddies I haven't checked in a while, like, we don't do that enough as dudes. We should do it more.
It's true. It's like, hey, I haven't heard from you in 2 years.
Yeah, like, it's nice to just check in, be like, hey man, just want to say hi, what's up, you good? Like,
Yeah.
like there's a whole list of people that I should probably do that to, like, tomorrow.
We get deep for a second here.
Yeah.
Like, you never know when someone's going through something, and when that, hey man, what's up? How you doing? Miss you. Haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah,
Right?
dude. Yeah.
You never know when that text message is going to make the difference between.
And if it leads to an hour-long phone call, like,
Great.
awesome. That's even better. I think I might start throwing that in. That might have to become a morning thing.
Like a schedule.
Yeah, like every morning, like, pick someone I haven't talked to in a while. Like,
Mhm.
first person that comes to head that I haven't talked to in a bit.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and reach out to him.
Absolutely.
I know with me, it gets to be like well, I should reach out to this person. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I only got like 5 minutes, and I want to do like the hour and a half catch up with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I only got 5 minutes before I gotta go do a thing, and like, maybe I could just use that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, gotta go, but wanted to reach out. Like, let's talk soon,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you're right. Like, people could be going through some shit where that could make a difference to them. Like,
Yeah.
we need to do that more as dudes. Like, there was something on Instagram that I shared today or yesterday that was like, June is guys' mental health month,
Mm-hmm.
or men's mental health month, if they're allowed to call it men's anymore. I don't know. And they're like, but we're probably not going to talk about it, so just reach out to a buddy. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, start going through your phone book. Like, if you can, reach out to people.
Yep.
I forget how we got on this, but
Well,
because James would do that.
James would do it.
He
We were
would.
talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he would, and that's a fucking dude thing to do. Like, check on your boys.
All right. 1 second though. Pathfinder. Oh, Pathfinder, an apology. I meant to say
Okay.
Sergeant First Class. I said Specialist First Class
Okay.
because I'm wrong. So I will definitely beat face after this.
Carter's asking me anything fun going on next week for classes.
Shooting guns. Any
yeah,
other?
there's some
Does that
kind of
answer your
class
question?
going on. I don't think I'm on the schedule. Shelton, pull up the schedule for next week. I don't have a sheet with all the next week's stuff. I'm sure there's some kind of stuff going on.
Saturday and Sunday's fighting pistol.
We got a fighting pistol coming up Saturday, Sunday.
Monday, active shooter fighting rifle.
We got fighting rifle on Monday, Tuesday.
That's next week. That's all
so-
next week.
So it sounds like there's a fighting pistol, fighting rifle combo. So 4 days consecutively, you could get fighting pistol, which is the foundation, followed by the fighting rifle. So either of those two things are going on. So Carter, if you want to come down, shoot some guns, you should do that. Garrett saying 7 days is about the limit for training. It's mentally draining part. We're not getting what you could out of the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Learning most definitely takes a hit. Dude,
Yep.
that guy, so Garrett, like, he trains.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Garrett, how many weekends this year have you trained so far? We're about halfway through the year. And he's probably at, like, 10, 12 classes.
You got that year of fighting thing with you guys. You still doing
No,
that?
oh, I'm not talking about with us.
Oh, just generally. Oh, good.
Like, name a class
Yeah.
and ask Garrett how it is.
Okay.
You know, like, hey, where does this need to be on my list?
Okay.
And Garrett can tell you.
Nice.
Yeah, 7 days is long. Dude, I did back to back 3 contractor classes in a row while I was on the year
No
of fighting.
way. Uh-uh.
It was, but I'll tell you what, at the end of the 3rd week, like, my plate carrier didn't really bother me anymore. Like, I
Get
had,
used to that after a while.
dude, I had customized that thing so much. I had, like, the extra Shemagh wrapped shoulder pads. I had, like, duct tape where it needed to be. I had
There you
zip
go.
ties where it needed to be.
Yeah.
Like, and just after 3 days, I thought my back was going to break.
Mm-hmm.
But
There you go.
after like 17, I was like, meh,
Yeah.
meh.
Neck and shoulders kind of get used to it. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel. You
just-
don't feel that like crunch down on your neck
Yeah,
anymore.
Like,
yeah.
this is what we do now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely exhausting.
Rich Elb is saying, Lewis, buddy, check, how copy? Good copy, Rich. All good here. How's things going there, man? It's been a little busy, but I've received all the messages. I have the info. Hopefully things are going well. I'll give you a call tomorrow. He checks in on me quite a bit. I appreciate
That's
it.
a solid friend. Social
John.
media. Yeah, social media is not real life.
Where's that?
So,
Yeah,
so
no,
right
it's
there, I
not.
think it's because we're always seeing how people are doing on social, or how they're doing on social media. Which I deleted all mine for many reasons, but it's a fantasy world, right? It's not a no one's posting an honest day to day. Well, not, I mean, the vast overwhelming majority of
No.
people. You can't. First of all, most of your day is boring. I don't care who you are, right? I mean, if it's not boring, it at least becomes mundane. So if you if you're checking on people through social media, you're not checking on them.
No.
You're just seeing whatever they are choosing to make their social media about.
And I don't know if it was Jordan Peterson or Andrew Tate or Rogan. Somebody was saying, like, hey, the people who look the happiest on social media could quite possibly be going through the most depression, right?
That sounds more like Jordan Peterson
because
than the others, but
yeah, it's what they're trying to portray,
Mm.
right? So it could be an honest, like, hey, like I'm having a fucking great day, and this sunset's beautiful, right? Or it could be something totally different,
yeah.
but I'm gonna take a picture of the sunset and share it and make people think that I'm having
Mhm.
a good day.
Yeah, no.
So-
Phone call.
Yeah, you never know. At least, at the very least, like, continuum of force, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of just hitting the heart button or a thumbs up, like, send them a direct message. Be like, hey, what were you doing during the sunset? Or
Yeah.
did, something. Get personal. If you know people, make sure they're doing all right.
Yeah.
Like, times are getting hard out there for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes we have a hard time, like, right, pride comes in and we don't necessarily want to ask for help,
Yeah.
but if help is offered, we may accept it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
We almost had a light destroyed
Oh yeah,
over there in the studio.
yeah, that would have been a different kind of light ND.
Ah. I see what you did there.
Like, if we negligently discharged
Negligently
a
destroyed.
negligently destroyed a studio light by smashing it onto the corner of the table, that would have been bad.
There's a joke somewhere between like a firearm safety rule, like, not aim your weapon at anything you do not want to destroy, with the negligent destruction of that. I feel like there's a joke to be made
Well,
somewhere. I just need to marinate on it a little more.
sometimes I talk about like rules for peeing when you're on the range,
Okay.
and that involves 180 rule
Yeah.
and not letting your muzzle cross anything you're not
That is
willing to destroy.
I believe that's a fair, and that's what. Well, you can't point that weapon up. That's not gonna help.
Yeah,
anyone.
you can't. You don't want to go muzzle up on
That one needs to be at
Sewell.
the low ready.
Yeah, we're going.
Sewell,
we're
yeah.
going Sewell with that.
Well, I mean, not completely Sewell. You don't want to piss on your shoes, but low ready.
Yep, something like that. I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right.
But-
we just went there. All
I-
right. Let's see. What do we got here? No worries about. Thought it was hilarious. Thank you. Garrett's a badass. Apparently so.
Dude.
Yeah. Can't crush the discs in your spine if you have no discs. That's big brain stuff
That's
right there.
that's Sam's is a Marine was
Never-
was a machine gunner in the Marines.
No
is
such thing as a former Marine.
is a Marine. So he's speaking like out of pure Marineness, like
Yeah.
just go ahead and crush your spine so it's all one solid thing. Then you don't have to worry about
There you
the
go.
discs.
I think that's what the higher ups are after. Like, well, if we just make them do another 25-mile hike, they won't have any discs to complain about.
Yep.
Make sure he has his 30-pound machine gun and another 30 pounds of ammo.
Yep.
There we go. Discs are just for comfort. Yeah.
Discs are just for comfort. Damn. Listen. I had someone explain like discs in the spine like a jelly donut.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, hey, you squished all the jelly out of the donut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're lucky through therapy, you can like expand the donut and suck the jelly back in. If not, you're gonna have to just get fused.
I've never heard that before. That it can go back in.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can regain, instead of fusing them, you can regain the space and rebuild whatever's needed in it. So, like, one of my commercial fishing buddies, like, first 2 docks he went to, surgeons, like, all right, yep, come on in on Monday, we'll fuse them, and you'll be right as rain in, like, 8 months, or whatever the recovery is.
Yeah.
And his fiance was chiropractor and was like, hey, like, before you do that, like, let's try some things. And spoke to some people she knew, and so through like slight inversion, like gradually getting deeper on the inversion, and like some very gentle adjustments to start out with. And it was like 3 or 4 weeks later, he was back on the boat working.
Cool.
Yeah. Still hasn't had surgery, and this was about 10 years ago.
I'm really excited. I read up on it's still experimental. They've tried it in goats, but it's still a few years out from humans. But it's what they'll do. So figure this is a healthy disc, right? With, full of fluid, with sealed walls. And when it's ruptured, the walls are open, and then the fluid starts leaking out. Well, instead of putting in rods or whatever, what they would do is do the partial discectomy. So take out those like pieces of disc that have made it out and is pushing down on your nerves. And then instead of leaving it like that, what they do is inject a filler into it to reinflate it back to its full height, and then put like a little patch here. Think like almost like
a tire
a
patch.
JB Weld.
Yes,
Like-
JB Weld your spine. That
Yes.
Sam's gonna fucking try this shit.
JB Weld it. So they'd put it in there and then hit it with like an either heat or ultraviolet or something to keep it sealed shut. And that way, instead of having rods in your spine or just removing the part that's crushing
You
the
have
bone,
like a patch.
your disc is actually reinflated. But it's still a few years out, but that's what I'm holding out for mine. So
Dude.
They don't have that out yet?
no, I mean I'm sure there's
you
some
probably, if you
laboratory.
go to Germany, if you go to Germany, you can probably get it done.
If I recall, there's a good documentary on this. It's called Deadpool. You can go. You can find some creepy guy with a suit
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, I heard you guys got a lab somewhere, and I heard about this thing." All right, Adam, judge the downrange photographer that violated the 180 rule on pissing.
Dude, listen. There's a time and place for a 180 rule, okay? And while I'm taking a piss, I'd appreciate it if nobody broke the 180 rule,
Yeah,
right?
Thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's
Well,
just be serious.
yeah. I mean, there's playing swords, right? That's as long as you keep it safe. I don't know.
That you and Shelton can talk more on that
We'll
later.
do that.
I
Yeah.
play
sure.
lightsabers. You don't let
Oh.
the swords touch.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I'm more about Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, I don't cross the streams.
You never cross streams.
No.
And again, don't let it cross anything you're not willing to destroy.
That's right.
And
Including a friendship.
yeah. And
That is real
dude,
quick. You
so
piss on my shoes.
James had a good line about open carry versus concealed carry.
Okay.
Right? And he was like, guns are like private parts. You should only let somebody see them when you're about to use them on them.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
I think it holds true.
Yep.
It's that's pretty legit. Because sometimes people ask once in a while, like, because there's a sign in the team room that says, like, don't open carry in Camden.
Mm-hmm.
It
We're
prob-
talking about weapons or private parts.
That would be weapons. I
Okay.
think was the intention.
Preferably both.
Knowing the team room, yeah,
Well,
preferably both.
Concealed handgun, but you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, hey. Welcome.
There you go.
Welcome. I'm not gonna lie. I would also need to carry something like that if I did that, right?
Did you steal that from The Walking Dead?
To make sure I kept everybody away. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trolling bait like that through town,
Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
no telling how much
Right.
much you're gonna catch.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a great catch out here in Camden, Tennessee. No offense to the lovely people of Camden, but you're not that lovely.
There.
But I love you.
I'm still looking for the beautiful girl down the block. Somewhere there's the neighbor next door.
Yeah,
She's gorgeous.
Nashville. It's a neighbor. That's an hour and a half away. All right. Austin Weapons Company, 50 cal is a 58-pound receiver, 26-pound barrel, and 44-pound tripod. Yeah. I hope-
44 pounds just for the tripod?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, just be a man and fucking hold the gun. Stop carrying the tripod. I'd be like, listen,
Yeah.
I'll carry the tripod less. I'll hold the gun more.
Yeah, there you
Fuck
go.
it.
Get a good cheek weld on a 50 cal. That's the way to
No,
go.
dude, you fucking hip fire that thing. It's a machine gun. You walk it in. You don't need to aim.
That's right.
Right? Sam, is that not
You have the
strategy?
tracers. That's
Yeah.
right.
Tracers let you know.
Yeah, good. Weapons Company, the people who are wanted the most but experience the most hate. I think.
Dude,
Ruptured versus bulging.
I shot an MG42 out in Arizona.
The
And
Nazi gun?
Some call it that. Yeah, Hitler's typewriter or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so guys got it on a tripod, and like tripod's kind of low, and he's like setting things up. He's got a lawn chair like behind
Yeah.
it. He's like tightening everything. He's like, yeah, go ahead. And like I move the lawn chair out of the way, like get into some kind of like half kneeling, like down in, get my shoulder on the stock,
Yeah.
right? And it's got like I think it was like grip fired kind of thing where you like squeeze the handle.
Was it? No, keep going.
I-
What does that mean?
Butterfly or a spade? I don't know. Are we talking about the MG42? Is that what? Yes. Hashtag blame Shelton.
No.
And wait, are we on or no?
Yeah, we're on.
All right. Yeah. So I agree. That was perfect timing. Hashtag blame Shelton. Make that trend on all the socials.
God damn it, Shelton.
We're past 8 here, guys. The internet is crapping out. It's mostly Shelton's fault.
Yep.
But we'll go ahead and sign off. Dude, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Had a good week having you in class with us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Totally appreciate the way. This is the way. I'll just keep repeating it till we come back, or no?
God damn it, Shelton.
Should we just start doing karaoke?
We're back up.
All right, guys. Back on for moments. This is the way.